Hey, what is up, guys? It is Chris here from the WWFu Inner Network. We are trying a new format to the WWFu reviews. I kind of feel a commentary is kind of hard to sit through and listen. I completely understand that. So we're going to be trying this, me talking in front of a webcam, just talking about the shows. So today I'm going to be reviewing the Chikara June shows, the Foggiest Notion and Smack in the Middle. I apologize for the kind of lateness of this. I've been very busy. And there's going to be a lot more reviews coming very quickly. I have 4 ROH shows to watch, and then there's going to be also the Chikara July shows, and then of course, Night of Champions and the TNA September pay-per-view, and from there on. But I've been very busy, but I'm happy to do them now, so let's get right to it. The Foggiest Notion opened up with Leah Von Dutch taking on Sara Del Rey. This was kind of a Leah Von Dutch dream match for herself. She always wanted to take on Sara Del Rey, and Sara Del Rey kind of schooled her. Sara Del Rey was notably just, a lot more of a better wrestler than Leah Von Dutch. Sara Del Rey is one of my favorite wrestlers in Chikara, and I wish her the best in WWE. She's just been picked up by them. And this was an okay match, a fun opener, nothing really too special here. Sara Del Rey just looked amazing. What else is new? Moving on, we had Tim Donst taking on Sugar Dunkerton, the returning Sugar Dunkerton. I am really enjoying what they're doing with Tim Donst's character. Ever since he lost a match at C-Rex to Hallowicked, he's been a changed man. He's kind of turned to the dark side, and Sugar Dunkerton returning was a very nice thing, but I kind of feel he's just lost in Chikara's mix. There's really nothing really going on for him. He was put onto the F.I.S.T stable, but hasn't really done anything with him yet. And besides that, he really hasn't been doing much, but it was nice to see him come back here. A pretty decent match, nothing too special. So the next match is the first Young Lions Cup 10 4-way Eliminator Match. It's a qualifying match. Whoever wins this goes on to the semifinals of the Young Lions Cup. We had Jakob Hammermeier taking on Ethan Page, taking on Sebastian Suave, taking on Buxx Belmar. This was pretty fun. I have a lot of fun watching these 4-way Eliminator matches. Jakob Hammermeier picked up the victory here to move on to the semifinals of the Young Lion Cup. I enjoyed this match. This was one of the weaker ones. Nothing really ridiculously special here, but I did enjoy it. I'm a big Jakob Hammermeier mark. I really enjoy his work. He's a very fun wrestler, and this match was pretty fun. The way these work is it's basically it's a 4-way elimination match, and then it then turns to a triple threat, then turns into a singles match, and the winner of that moves on. So Jakob Hammermeier survived the odds and went on to the semifinals, and the June and July reviews will cover the Young Lions Cup as it progresses, because there's 4 qualifiers, and then the August shows crown a winner. The next match we had is Dasher Hatfield taking on El Generico. This was very, very fun. I'm a big El Generico fan. I've never seen a bad El Generico match, and Dasher Hatfield is also a very, very fun wrestler here. And these two just worked strangely well together. Dasher Hatfield, it started off a little bit of a comedic way, but at the same time it was just very, very interesting. El Generico is one of those guys, I really don't think Chikara uses him enough. He's absolutely amazing. Dasher Hatfield, very impressive. He was in a very impressive 2012, and I'm looking forward to see where both of these guys go. A very, very good match here for Chikara. Next, we had the Shard, assailANT, and deviANT taking on Quackenbush and The Colony, consisting of GreenANT and SoldierANT. A lot of personal feud here. The Colony and the Swarm have always been butting heads, and Quack wants to get rid of the Gekido stable. He wants to get rid of them from Chikara. And a lot of personal tension here, very good storyline progression. I'm really into the whole Swarm versus Colony thing. I really enjoy it, because, the Swarm may be a part of Gekido, but there's also, it's Gekido versus Chikara, but within Gekido, it's the Swarm versus the Colony. And, those two have a lot of bad blood. They especially target SoldierANT for his mask. I feel that will come out eventually. Basically, in a match involving SoldierANT, they go for his mask right away. I mean, they do go for masks in other matches, but SoldierANT seems to be always the victim. But this was a very fun 6-man tag match. Quackenbush is a great professional wrestler. Good stuff here. Next, we had Jigsaw taking on Ophidian. I'm really into Ophidian's character. I'm one of the only guys I know that's very into this. The ending was weird with, I don't really want to spoil anything, but Ophidian maybe joining a new stable. I'm into that, and it's kind of weird how Jigsaw's being booked. I think at Smack in the Middle he takes on, oh, never mind, that's another show. But Jigsaw's booked very odd sometimes. You know, he is one of the Gen 1 originals of Chikara, but sometimes he really just puts people over. It's very odd, you know. You would think he'd be one of the top guys always in semi-main event and main event matches, but he rarely is nowadays. And Ophidian's character is just very, very good, like I've said. I'm looking forward to see where Ophidian goes. Storyline-wise, it's progressing very well, and I think by the King of Trios will fully know what's going on with Ophidian and the potential stable he joins. Next, we had the main event of the Bravado taking on 3.0. Some very, very personal tension here. This was a sick match. They went into the crowd. They beat the living crap out of each other. I am on the Bravado bandwagon, but I'm also a supporter of 3.0. I think they are an amazing tag team. And I think points on the line were here. Points were on the line here. If you don't know how that works to get to the campeonatos de parejas, the Chikara tag team titles, you have to win 3 consecutive matches and tag team matches, and you get a point each match. So you need to win 3, you need 3 points, then you cash it in and go on. I think points were on the line here, and you know, besides the points on the line, there was just some personal bad blood between the two. And it came off really well. I really enjoy when tag team wrestling main event shows. You know, it sometimes just shows, you know, the world title's not the most important thing. You know, some tensions have to be, you know, met, and I really appreciated that. But for a regular Chikara show, a very, very good show. I give it a 7.0 out of 10. Very, very enjoyable. I would recommend you check it out. Next show is Chikara Smack in the Middle. We openings up with deviANT taking on GreenANT. This just adds on to the Swarm Colony feud. I was really, really into this. I enjoyed it a lot. Very good opener. I like GreenANT a lot. Honestly, I think GreenANT is the best ant, and SoldierANT is the most aggressive. And then, you know, FireANT I haven't seen a whole lot of, so, you know, my opinions will change on him, of course. But a very good match here. A lot of bad blood, of course, between the Colony and the Swarm, so that just leads into great wrestling. Next, we had Jakob Hammermeier taking on Sugar Dunkerton. I'm really not into Sugar Dunkerton. I'm really into Jakob Hammermeier, and Jakob Hammermeier is on a roll. And I really enjoyed this. Well, not really enjoyed it. It was an okay match. It might have been the worst match of the night, but it was really just to enhance Jakob Hammermeier, and I didn't mind that. Some comedy in the beginning, you know, it was a Sugar Dunkerton match with the basketball and stuff, but still enjoyable. Next, we had the Shard take on Jigsaw. That's one of those dream matches that a lot of Chikara fans wanted to see, and we successfully saw it, and it was a great match. They are very equally matched, I think. They really hurt each other. they brought it, and it was a very, very good match. The Shard, he's my favorite Gekido member. Jigsaw is one of my favorite Chikara Gen 1. He is my favorite Chikara Gen 1 original, and I just love that these two went at it, and they had a very, very good match. And it's nothing more than what I would expect between the two, because they are two great professional wrestlers, and this basically adds on to the Gekido versus Chikara feud that's currently taking place. Next, we had Tim Donst taking on Sara Del Rey. This is one of Del Rey's, of course, last Chikara shows, unfortunately. And Tim Donst, like I said before, great character. And a funny spot here, Tim Donst, of course, had to shave his head at C-Rex because of Hallowicked. And Sara Del Rey, yeah, well, Tim Donst seems to be like obsessed with hair. He kept pulling at Sara's hair, kind of getting really close to it. And at one point, he was pulling the hair, and Sara Del Rey just went, "Oh, you're jealous, you're jealous, you're jealous," and he flipped. But Sara Del Rey, I really don't think you'll appreciate her matches unless you watch Chikara, because they do book her like she is one of the biggest superstars there, and she is. And I really, really enjoy Sara Del Rey's work. I think she's an amazing professional wrestler, and I really, really hope WWE uses her right. Next, we have the Bravado Brothers taking on Hallowicked and UltraMantis Black, aka the Spectral Envoy. Very, very good match here. The Bravado Brothers are just a great tag team, and the Spectral Envoy are very good as well. Kind of a preview to how Hallowicked and UltraMantis Black will work in King of Trios. They're going to work very well together, and the Bravados are just a class tag team. They are something that I really think Ring of Honor should just, you know, work on pushing the hell out of them, because they are a very good tag team, and Ring of Honor is kind of dropping the ball with those two. But Hallowicked and UltraMantis Black, of course, two Gen 1 originals. They schooled the Bravados, but this was still a very, very fun match. Next, we had the second Young's Lions Cup 4-way Eliminator match. We had Mr. Touchdown taking on Jason X, taking on Tripp Cassidy, taking on Ryan the Adrenaline Rush. I personally have seen Ryan Rush wrestle multiple times at the NYWC. In this match, Jason X was very over because of 2CW. They were in Syracuse, I think, that night. And Ryan the Adrenaline Rush, I think, stole the show here. He did this very awesome powerbomb spot. He basically did a flip over the ring, and I think he was holding Tripp Cassidy, and he landed on Mr. Touchdown Jason Axe, and that was a very, very cool spot here. And I really think Mr. Touchdown winning here added to his character. But besides that, I really wish Ryan Rush would have won. The spoil side of me really wanted to see him win because I think he's an amazing professional wrestler. But Mr. Touchdown, of course, you know, is another good professional wrestler, so I had no problem with him winning here. So this was a decent match. I think the July Young Lions Cup matches definitely top the June, but you'll see those in my July show review. Next, we had assailANT taking on SoldierANT. This was assailANT's first ever singles match since joining Chikara. He's usually in 6-ways or tag team matches, and this is the match that basically gave me the opinion that SoldierANT is the most brutal ant. He kicked the crap out of assailANT. They went to the outside. assailANT got thrown into barricades. SoldierANT had to take the New York State issued mats off the ground and suplex assailANT. Just a lot of fun stuff here. I really, really enjoyed this. The bad blood between the Swarm and the Colony definitely made this match absolutely amazing. Very, very fun match. This is where the show definitely just started becoming more and more awesome. Next, we had F.I.S.T, the stable of Icarus, Johnny Gargano, and Chuck Taylor, and Ophidian taking on 3.0, Akuma, and El Generico. This was basically when 3.0 found out they would be in a trio with Gran Akuma, and this was just awesome. A notable thing here, there was a Ready to Rumble spot, a Ready to Rumble mention here. Jagged Parker, I call him Jagged Parker. I don't know why I never use his first name, but he basically was in the ring and he just went, "Hey, have you ever seen Ready to Rumble? Let's do a 4-corner massacre." And they were going to do the 4-corner thing when David Arquette goes, "This isn't even a pay-per-view." And they, of course, F.I.S.T had to ruin it. But this was fun. This was just ridiculously fun match of the night. I really, really enjoyed this. I love F.I.S.T. I love 3.0. I love El Generico. I love Ophidian. Gran Akuma's okay. But this was just very, very fun. A very awesome 4-on-4 tag team match here. And like I said, El Generico needs to be in Chikara more. And F.I.S.T needs to be in Chikara more too, because we really don't see a whole lot of F.I.S.T as a trio together. We will see them at King of Trios, of course, as a trio, but a lot of times Icarus is in singles matches. Johnny Gargano and Chuck Taylor hardly make it to Chikara nowadays, but when they do, I really appreciate it, and it is awesome. So this was a great match. Next, we had the main event of the Chikara show for the Chikara Grand Championship. Eddie Kingston took on Dasher Hatfield. This was a different match. Like I said, if you don't watch Chikara, you won't get some of these matches, but I really, really did enjoy this. Eddie Kingston really brought it. Dasher Hatfield really brought it. Eddie Kingston just promised that he would have to hurt Dasher Hatfield because Eddie Kingston saw the match that Dasher had with Generico, and Dasher brought it to Generico, and Eddie knew he had to really just stick it to Dasher. Dasher really had an amazing showing here. Although he lost and Eddie Kingston retained Dasher Hatfield, he should walk away with his head high, because that was a great match, a great main event. I really do enjoy that the Grand Championship means so much in Chikara. It hardly gets defended, and when it's defended, it means a lot. So it's absolutely awesome. But yeah, guys, those are the reviews of the 2 Chikara June shows. And by the way, I gave Smack in the Middle a 7.75, a very high rating for a great show. I do recommend both shows. They are very, very well done, and I hope you guys enjoyed the review. I hope you like the new format of the review, and thank you guys for watching. Have a good one.